You've failed. You know you have. Don't worry about it. I have too. Probably more, but still. We've all failed, but after we make the mistake, that's where people differ. Some people have what's called a growth mindset, where they are able to realize that they need to work on what they do after they make a mistake. When you dropped that egg from the pan while trying to flip it, did you choose to never make a sunny side up again? Or did you choose to try again to fix the mistake you made, to learn how to make a proper egg? Even these small mistakes can show you how a growth mindset works. People who accept their failure and do nothing to improve it are considered to have a fixed mindset. People who take failure as a challenge are the ones who force themselves to grow. So, over the past couple months, I've read 3 separate nonfiction texts: Fire and Fury by Michael Wolff, 4 Texts on Socrates by Plato, and Politics by Aristotle. For Fire and Fury, the speaker Michael Wolff attempts to explain the thoughts and processes of those in, around, and important to the first 9 months of the Trump White House. Wolff's message regards the struggles, confusion, and disarray of the Trump White House, resulting in the loss of trust and respect of the politicians and acquaintances of the president. For the 4 texts on Socrates, the prominent speaker is Socrates. As the Greek philosopher disregarded many accounts of his own life, his conversations are inscribed by other philosophers such as Plato. Plato's purpose for writing about Socrates was to display Socrates' character through his ability to not only accept his regarded faults, but to challenge them into discovering his wrongs. The message of these texts revolve on Socrates' ability to stand up for his own beliefs, as he refuses to back down from his arguments without proper proof of his faults, rather than majority assumptions. Finally, for Politics, the speaker is Aristotle, a Greek philosopher after the time of Socrates. At Aristotle's time, citizenship in the polis was given to Greek males, so non-Greeks, women, and slaves were considered non-citizens. The purpose of Aristotle's writing is to persuade individuals to agree with his message that the purpose of the ideal government is to give happiness to the citizens, which can only be done through proper education and knowledge and character for the citizens only. After reading these texts and reading about growth mindsets, their influence has struck me with a common thread. Not only must one focus on their own mistakes and be open-minded about improving their follies, one must also observe and learn from the mistakes of others in order to continually improve as a different individual. When compared to Socrates, a wise man in multiple regards, his mindset on the importance of one's ideas in Plato's Euthyphro encourages me to be confident in what I believe. However, Socrates was also known as obtrusive and overbearing in conversation, causing him to be disliked by many of the politicians. By such means, Socrates was forced to go to court being given the death penalty, a fault that could have been avoided with the realization of a need to change character. Next, while Aristotle's end goal for the citizens of the polis was proper, his idea of a limited number of people achieving happiness due to citizenship constrictions was a mistake. Although easier to provide a powerful group benefits, achieving happiness for all should be the true goal of a government, a mistake found throughout history and fixed as time has passed. Finally, Donnie T. While his ability to motivate and stay loyal to his base is admirable, his lack of respect in speech for those in disagreement caused him to be disliked by much of the globe. This mistake has been a fatal flaw in his presidency, as individuals of similar viewpoints have strayed away from publicly supporting him, causing his base to be small. However, those who want to be able to appease a larger crowd can learn from this by being more respectful of other viewpoints, to not face assault by the media and those in dissent. Following this, I'd like to learn about the mindsets of different politicians. These individuals are tantalized for their mistakes and decisions, but continue to grow as leaders as they always attempt to increase approval of the populace. Books like The Audacity of Hope by Barack Obama or The Last Lion about Winston Churchill contain great insight into the character and mindsets of such esteemed leaders. Reading about these characters would allow me to grow as a person and learn how to fix the characteristic mistakes I have made growing up.